The following program was made possible by Bonfils Stanton Foundation and viewers like you.
Would you rather be able to fly or have super strength?
Super strength.
Really?
Absolutely.
What would you do with it?
I don't know, but I do a lot of construction work, and I oftentimes I'm like, if I were just a little stronger, I could. This is a actual. I want to be stronger.
Fantastic. All right. I had the honor of interviewing Jess earlier. And have you ever sat in front of somebody and been kind of in awe and intimidated by their brilliance? You can just tell that their talent radiates off them humbly, like a beautiful waterfall kind of a thing. It's really amazing that this city, this state produces talents as singular as Jess's. So please make some noise for Jess Parsons and the band.
Calling all the time, all the time. Do you hear me calling all the time, all the time? The bells are tolling on the line, on the line. I feel it pull away. I feel it, you've gone away. I know how you want to. I know how to love you, to love you. Do you hear me calling all the time? All the time. The bells are tolling on the line, on the line. I feel it pull away. I feel it, you've gone away. I know how you want to. I know
Can you talk to me a little bit about what did the support look like? How did you come into cognizance of being a musician? What was that support? When was that?
I mean, it initially started I was very young. I remember my mom said she heard me sing. I got a solo in my first grade play, and I was a very shy kid. I'm still, that's still a struggle. But she was like, you wouldn't speak to anyone, and you stood up on stage and you just sang. And so from that point on, my parents were just push and push and push and push. and then I, through a young adulthood, ended up here. And I mean, I just feel like this scene, I can't describe it other than as like, this, it's my second family. It's like I haven't lived anywhere else, but I've played a lot of music outside of it and talked to lots of musicians. And I feel like the community that we have here, it's so supportive. Like, I don't feel like it's competitive at all, or at least not what I've experienced. I mean, everybody is just like rooting for everybody else. And I think part of it is kind of hard to make it out of Denver. And so I feel like there is a lot of camaraderie and like, we're doing it, like we all are trying. So everyone's working so hard and sort of, we all maybe recognize that like, there's no sense in like crawling on top of each other. It's easier just to like be supportive.
Don't you know I've waited a long time? Watch it all just fall by the wayside. Don't you know I've waited a long time for this? Can't you see the proofs in the seasons? Not just saying things we want to hear. Can't you see the proofs in the seasons, my dear? There's no holding on to what they say. Words don't work that way. You can grip it tighter as you climb, but sometimes just wasted time. Don't you know the truth is a landslide? Ride it or be taken by surprise. Don't you know the truth is a landslide, baby? There's no holding on to what they say. Words don't work that way. You can grip it tighter as you climb, but sometimes just wasted time. There's no holding on to what they say. Words don't work that way. You can grip it tighter as you climb, but sometimes just wasted time. Sometimes just wasted time.
So in the process of you're saying that you found like a second family here. What kind of venues would have been then like your second home? Like what were the places that you really connected with?
Yeah, I feel like, in a few of the projects that I've played in, like especially Blue, we spent, in my solo stuff too, it's like a ton of time at the High Dive, like so much time. And then at Syntax isn't around anymore, but Jonathan always did such a beautiful job. He had Meadowlark first, and way back in the day I used to go to open mics there. And then, years later when he had Syntax, he would just book you whenever you needed a show. It was like, and took such good care of you and helped you promote it. And it was, always such a great experience.
Also, like, what place would you go to? Did you have any special connections with going and seeing shows at places? Were there any venues that were special in that regard, or like where you'd hang out?
High Dive for years, when like I mean, this is throwing it way back, but like when Ben used to book it there, he brought in some like killer indie, like people that like you would just go and, you know, it was the kind of place where you would like actually check the calendar for like who's like, even if you didn't know them, you would like look and just go check things out. And it was, I feel like, some amazing shows I saw there back when I was a very young musician, you know, very malleable. And it was cool.
Do you think that played a big role in you feeling like you, like, well, as far as your artistic development, being able to have something like that?
Yeah, I mean, I grew up in a really, really small town, so I didn't see really, I mean, live music consisted of church, and that was it. And so as soon as I got here, I just like couldn't get enough of it. I just felt like I had to take in as much as possible. You were just a sponge. I was. I like needed to see it.
Wait, so which town was that?
It's Liberal, Kansas. It's like the southwest corner of Kansas. I grew up there. My family, most of them are still there.
How big is it?
Oh, like 15,000. It's not tiny, but yeah, it's in the middle of nowhere. It is the thing. It's not like close to anything else. It's like out there.
All of my demons are falling away in the light. So I'm picking up pieces of a life that I let fall behind. In running from myself, it seems like I traveled so far. But running of circles, and you seem to forget where you are. Say what you want, if that's what you need. Loving so much, it's no guarantee. Say what you want, if that's what you need.
Okay, so let's say that you and a few friends who've shared a bill at the High Dive, afterwards, like, where are y'all hanging out? What have been like some of those places, those go-to spots, bars, restaurants? What have been the haunts for you?
Yeah, I mean, if we're down at like the High Dive, you'll always end up at Sputnik, like just always. This is a throwback, but I don't know if you ever. There was that Unit E. Did you ever?
Yes.
Yeah, we would always. I worked with those guys where we all taught lessons together, and we would often like, any night of the week you could go show up there and hang out there. But that's a way back.
Wait, can you describe Unity?
Yeah, it was like a DIY venue that these guys that ran it, they both like lived there, and then they would clear out all their stuff, and they would just put on music like most every night of the week. Just all DIY. They'd, invite people in town from out of town, and I mean, it just got to be you could just show up pretty much any time and hang out and, make music or listen to music.
Trip around the sun. It's no miracle this time they found all the room for honesty. But show me to the door when asked for reciprocity. Lucky I got you. Lucky I like you said, the night spinning on a loop. Deep inside my head I drown, stoned and stumbling through the song. They all raise a voice to cheer, but don't dare to sing along. Lucky I got you. Lucky I got you. When you see the truth somehow, you stick around. Say that I'm safe, say that it's true. Forever young and always good. Lucky I got you. Lucky I got you. When you see the truth somehow, you stick around. Let's give it up for Sarah and Susan.
Can you just give me a quick sense of like some of the other bands that like, who's in that circle? Who are some of these other groups?
Yeah.
That you're-
I mean, I play with a ton of people. I play with Patrick Detlefs,
Yeah.
amazing singer-songwriter. I play with Still Tide, Anna Morissette, also she's amazing. I play in King Cardinal. I play with Joe Samson. I mean, it's definitely like folk music. That's sort of like the circle that I run in.
Yeah.
But yeah, all those guys are great. Fantastic music.
Oh, yeah.
Underappreciated, every single
Every
one
single
of
one
them.
of them. Absolutely, yeah, for sure, without
Yeah.
a doubt. And like some of the best songwriters that I've ever encountered,
Yeah.
period, in my
Yeah.
life are on that list. And then just since you've been here
Mm-hmm.
and in the scene for like 15 years, this might not be an easy question, but I also think it's really important. Who do you think are some of the folks that you may have influenced in this time?
Oh, see, I hope, I mean, I would like to think that those people, like, I would like to think that, like, we all spend so much time together and work on things together that that's maybe like a no-brainer, right? I don't know. That it caught me off guard the other day. Blue Book played a show at Larimer Lounge, and there were a bunch of younger people.
Yeah.
And some young woman came up to me afterwards, a musician, and was just saying that, like, it's so good to meet you. And that was such a, like, strange feeling for me. I was like, oh, I've been around. She's just like, you play with so many people and blah, blah, blah. And she just, like, that was a really nice but sort of strange feeling to be like,
Yes.
oh, yeah, like, people are watching, and you can just forget.
Yeah.
You can just get so caught up in, like, doing the thing, and that takes so much energy and effort that you forget sometimes that, like, yeah, they were younger, just like I was. I mean, I remember I have this great story before I played with Julie. I remember at that time when I was going to all those shows, I saw her open for Gregory Alan Isaacoff at the Fox. And I just remember looking up at her and being like, if I could ever make music with that human, I would die. I just thought she was just magical and so inspiring. And then, 5 years later, we started like playing music together, and that. So I have to remember that, like, yeah, that probably exists out here.
And I bet in some ways it still feels that way every time you get to play with Julie and some of these other folks.
Yeah, absolutely. It hasn't lost its magic with any of these folks. I love and adore it, and it brings me so much joy and fulfillment. It's like it doesn't get old for me at all.
Well, that's wonderful. Jess, thank you so much for your time. And thank you for all that you do in the scene.
It's just a choice. Keep the limb you want most. You feel a lift each time you lose. Made up my mind. Not a second time I want it right. Not getting any younger. Close your eyes. Tears will subside as it slips away. As it slips away. What we lose in time is not a sense of pride, it's knowing that it's worth the wait. keep the child. The timing isn't right. I'm not. Don't keep the child. The timing isn't right. I'm not ashamed, but not getting any younger. Thank you.
If you enjoyed watching Sounds on 29th, we hope you'll support PBS 12 to help bring you more fun, grassroots local music programming. Visit pbs12.org/program support and donate today.